Ladies and gents, welcome to the journalistdj.com. As you guys can see, I've got Zakes Bantwini next to me. How are you feeling, sir?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Thank you so much for your time. So yeah, today I just want to chat a bit about Afrotech. It's been a buzzword in SA and on social media for the past, I think, 2 or 3 years or so. And a lot of people don't, when we say there's a movement called Afrotech, a lot of people don't know what it is. So if we were to explain what Afrotech is, how would you explain it?
Afrotech, man, I'd say it's house music, interpreted differently now. But it's really like it's house music, it's dance music. That's exactly what it is. Because some people they call Afrotech deep because they've never heard it because it sounds a bit deeper to them. But generally it's house music, but interpreted differently than how we used to interpret Afro or house music in 1999 or 2000 or 2012 and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just another wave of house music interpreted differently.
Yeah, when I listen to it, I think like it's the evolution of Afro house from Durban, right? Just packaged differently. But I've been following your music, your interviews, and all that stuff. And one thing that I find quite interesting is that you said that one of the reasons why you started DJing was that you just felt like DJs were not playing your songs, and therefore you want to be part of like the DJing community so that you can also like break not only your music but other people's music. So how has the DJing career been so far as opposed to like Zakes Bantwini the performer?
It's been great. It's really been great. I mean, I'm headlining DJ lineups, like I'm headlining artist lineups. So for me, it's actually the best of both worlds. So yeah, I think, I mean, it's sad, isn't it, that DJs aren't playing artist music. I mean, it's sad because one was actually forced and compelled to do this. Whereas we actually, I knew how to DJ, but I never wanted to because I knew there were guys who were tasked or who tasked themselves to do that. But when it changed, I mean, there's so many songs that I had to break. I had to break for myself, like Get in the Mirror. I know Osama was broke by Ushimza, because I think it's the first guy who played it publicly. But I broke Get in the Mirror, Amanga. There's so many songs that I you don't see DJs playing. And even some of the songs like even sort of like they're really really popular, but DJs are just so adamant. Especially DJs that are also artists, DJs that are also releasing music. Like you can tell, like they are so adamant to avoid this record, like they don't want to play it, like because they are competing with it. It's a sad thing what is happening, but sad what is happening in South Africa, man. Where people they're taking a decision because I'm not gonna play this guy's music. I'm just not gonna play it.
Why is it like that though?
Because everybody's competing now. When you're a DJ and you have no album out or you have no record out, you play everything that is palatable or that people would actually enjoy. But when you have music out, you are worried about your music. And every record that you think might actually disturb your song or your record, you try by all means to avoid it. So when you're in a crowd of 20,000 people, if you can play Osama, this crowd could erupt. But you're gonna be like, no, man, let me rather play my song, let me break my song. So you're no longer about entertaining the crowd. You are actually promoting. So promoters who are making events, they're actually paying you money to come and promote your music in their own events. It's quite smart if you think about it, how DJs do this thing, but it's also selfish.
I find the DJ culture very interesting, and it's one of those things that I think here in SA in particular, it's gonna be interesting to see how it unfolds in the next coming years. But yeah, speaking about like you are very good with making like your music very successful, and I guess it's also having the background of also like working in corporate behind the scenes, and you kind of like understand the music business. And my next question is about the success of Osama, not just like in radio and it being big publicly, but there are brands that actually came and supported the song, on their campaigns and all that. And a lot of people always want to know, how do you get your song to get brands to kind of like put in their campaigns, because that's where the real money is at.
It's a beautiful question. So it happens in two folds. Sometimes brands call on you when a record like Osama was too big. That brands were actually lining up, to work with the record, and I had to choose a better brand for the record, because sometimes I have to choose a better brand to work with the records. Like, not every money is good money. Not every check is good. Not every bag is a good bag. So you always have to check. But also you can put a presentation together, and you can approach a brand that you think your song speaks to their campaign, and you can present your record to them and be like, oh, here's the record here's the numbers that it has done. Here's the impressions. And here's what here are the comments, and I think this is what it will do with your brand. So you can put a compelling presentation and go out there and present your music.
Thank you so much for sharing those insights. Second last question, you are big on putting up and coming artists on. Nana Atta is one of them, Karianda Soul is one of them, Kasongo is one of them. Which artists do you think we should look out for this year in South Africa?
You should look out for Drega, look out for Black Rhythm, look out for Sky Wonder. Those are the three, and I think we are yet to really enjoy the biggest records that is going to come from those guys. They are the future, of house music. Something is coming from Nana, and there's something is coming from Drega and Black Rhythm, and we were just in the studio just yesterday with Sky Wonder, because we're doing something for her as well. I think for me, I'm at the point where I don't have to prove anything. I've had number one records so many times, and I've been in this industry for a very long time, and I think it's about, so that's why I love sharing, and I love giving other people a chance to be, because a candle loses nothing for lighting another one, Yeah, actually just get brighter in the room.
And you once said, I think it was at your album launch in Senton, where you said that you want like the music industry lacks educated artists, to actually be behind the scenes, and that's why you even mentioned that you once took a pay cut so that you can be that guy in corporate, so that you can direct South African music. So my question is, like, what do you think the South African industry needs, like, moving forward from artists?
Passionate musicians, and passionate artists, and passionate people behind every artist and every record. We need passionate people. We don't need people who are coming in this industry with a backup with another plan, with a plan B, because our industry has so many full of plan Bs. We have a lot of people who are just occupying spaces, but they have plan Bs. Like, now, if this thing doesn't work, then I know where I'm gonna go. I think this industry needs people who looks at music as the only thing. For me, music is the only thing. If music doesn't work, if singing does not work, I'm probably gonna rap. If rapping isn't working, I'm producing. If producing, I'm writing. If I'm writing, I'm a publisher. If a publisher, I'm gonna be a management. If I'm not a manager, I'm gonna be a road manager. If not a road manager, I'm gonna be a dancer. But I'm gonna contribute within this particular industry, because it has to work. Plans are around the industry. And I think that's what we need now. We need more people who are up at the industry. I think we have a lot of people. Our industry is led, and it has it's accommodates a lot of people who have plan Bs. No, I'm doing this thing, but if this doesn't work, then I'm gonna go back, to my qualification. I'm just doing this thing for now. So we are celebrating the for nows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, well put. Thank you so much for your time. I know you have to perform now, ne? Thank you so much.
Thank you, man, but I appreciate it.
All right. Zakes Bantwini, ladies and gents. Danko.